And that's such a wonderful partnership, and that's a really beautiful way to lead. And so I think that that is always such a valuable tool, is to have humility to help combat that ego.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
What our listeners, our entrepreneurs listeners, these people listen to this podcast, they are entrepreneurs, people that want to be entrepreneur or business owner of a small business, medium-sized business, large business. So what secret do you have for our listeners? What they should be doing in order to hire the right mentor and the right coach for the organization? How they do that?
Don't make that choice lightly. Make sure that you're paying attention to them, their lifestyle, their business, and look at the through line of what they are doing. Does it align with your values, your beliefs? So the company that I partner with, Next Level University, I'm an intrapreneur within that company. They are entrepreneurs. They created Next Level University, and they had me come in and partner with them. And I did that because they have a mission that I deeply believe in, and they have morals and integrity that I deeply align with. And so I allow, his name's Alan Lazarus, he's the CEO of Next Level University. I'm so grateful to have him as my mentor and my leader. And no one walks their walk better than this man. And that gives me so much faith and trust in him to see that he will do the work first and then see if it's going to work for someone else. He will never teach you, tell you you should be doing something without he himself being someone who does it. And that is something that you want to see. You want to see someone match your core values. So, three of us, the front facing people of this company, we deeply believe in holistic, that your love life, your health, your wealth, and your quality of life, all of it intertwined together. So I work with two men who are deeply integrous, dedicated to being healthy, integrous men, deeply invested in their relationships and having healthy relationships, making sure they themselves are physically, mentally, and emotionally fit. And they lead by examples in all of these areas, and they themselves focus so hard on the business that they're creating, on that wealth factor. And that aligns with me so much. So it was an easy yes for me to not only partner with them, but have them pour into me. So look for someone who aligns with your core values, is ahead of you in the thing that you want to be successful in, and go from there.
And then I think that the value alignment is when I agree 100% with you, is one of the most important things that we should be looking at, because at the end of the day, if we align in our values, rather than look out of the shiny object or look after whatever friends say, look, I'm having a lot of fun with this, right? Check if that mentor, that coach, have the same values that you have, because the same value you have, it will, this coach and this mentor is not there to tell you what to do. It becomes part of your team. It's one arm of your team that will create a framework for you to move forward faster. But if the values are not aligned, this is not going to work. And yeah, maybe you want the shiny object, but look what all the values, yeah, have this shiny object attached to it. And if everything ticks, maybe that could be your good mentor. But if it's not, try to find. And there's the other thing that I want to your opinion on this, Amy. People say, well, my mentor have to achieve already what I want to achieve. Well, but there is a polemic with this, because you know Usain Bolt, do you know the runner? Okay, his mentor, his coach, he doesn't run faster than him. Or Michael Phelps, the swimmer, they all have mentors, they have coach. And on the other hand, when they win the gold medal, the first thing they say is thank you to my coach, thank you to my mentor. So
Yes.
probably mentor, it doesn't, you know, if you are a millionaire, right? You necessarily need a multi-millionaire mentor or coach, or there is a difference between mentorship and coaching, or you need someone that actually knows how to guide you and create some framework so you can move forward and get to your solutions. What is your opinion on this, Amy?
Yes, very much so. I agree with all of that. They need to be someone who can speak to you as the individual. That's the other problem we see out there with coaches and things is they're speaking to everybody like they're the same person. Well, if we bring in my
Mm-hmm.
first point, which is self-belief, if you speak to
Mm-hmm.
someone who has high self-belief the same way
Mm-hmm.
you speak to someone who has low
Mm-hmm.
self-belief, you
Mm-hmm.
are causing a detriment to that person. So it's very important that someone can speak into your individual life. And even number four, systems. I love that you brought Michael Phelps in. Could you imagine if Michael Phelps's coach told him to just go swim around in the pool, see what happens? No, he brings in systems. They are tracking, measuring every day, every time he got into that pool to see if he is getting better, worse, what little nuances that could come in. So that if you can have a mentor that can put systems into place and get you
Mm-hmm.
to
A
do those
measure.
systems and get you to measure it, that is a good mentor. That is a good leader. And that's exactly, I'm so grateful to say, that is what Alan does for me. He has a
Mm-hmm.
whole Google spreadsheet for me. And I
Mm-hmm.
was never one to track habits, metrics, anything like that. But now that I have seen, I was actually really resistant to it at first. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, Alan. I don't know if I want to track everything. I was very against kind of the
We
fence.
no, no, we all resist.
Yeah.
Who wants imagine our whole goal as the entrepreneur is fill our own calendar and then they're gonna be tracking what we're doing. Of course.
Yes. Well,
Who's
that's,
not
I
gonna
think, the
resist? Who's not
misconception.
gonna you're not gonna resist this? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the misconception of the
Certainly.
entrepreneur. That's
Mhm.
such a misconception of entrepreneurship is, oh, I'm going to have so much time freedom. I'm going to be able to like be my own boss. No, if you have customers and services, now you have a pile of bosses because you are accountable to them. You are more accountable as an entrepreneur than you ever were as an employee. So you need to be able to take that on and know what that's going to take. And it takes
Yeah.
systems, metrics, measuring, habits, all of that. And that brings in number three. If you can't be consistent, at the systems you have in place, you will not achieve the end goal.
Mm. Well, until you increase your sales, right? Because this happened to me, right? To one of my companies, the property we managed to sell over 5 million and doing rent in London. And then one day I arrived to the office and my manager told me, Harry, go home. We don't need you anymore. We can run all this company without you. And the first day I was like, that got fired from my own company. But then the second day I was so happy, right? And the truth was that my manager is all girls, by the way. Of course, we bring boys after, but took the lead. She was managers, right? Myself. They were honestly better than me at everything. They were better than me finding the houses. They were better than me selling the house. I was telling to everybody, you won't believe my sales people. They're selling so fast. If for me it was so much, whatever it take me like 2 weeks, they were doing in a day like that. And more expensive. I'm like, guess how you do this? How come you doing this? So at the end of the day, they were better than me and everything. And but I talk about ego because there is a transition there. At the beginning, because you're an entrepreneur, you don't know what you're doing, and you have that ego. And let's don't get it wrong. We all have ego, because otherwise we won't be an entrepreneur. We think that we can do better, so the ego is there. However, because you don't know what you're doing, especially me, when I started my first business, I have any clue about anything. I'm going as soon as I brought the team. I'm going with this. I created this character. Look, I'm a big deal here. Everybody had to do what I say. I'm the big boss here. And after 1 year and a half, I'm so exhausted, cannot sleep because I
Yes.
have 177 clients. They all want to speak with Harry because it was a property thing. So you're gonna bring a friend if your mom is coming. They knew that there is one person, Harry, that they can get away and they won't have any problem to speak with me at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. If this is the time that I can, they will stay awake. I'm thinking, these people are going to kill me. And then I have all the managers asking me questions and the team. And then out of survival, we change the dynamic and say, okay, what if you guys have a problem, just bring the solution. Then you pick your favorite. And if it works for it, if it doesn't, we try something else. I'm thinking like this, I can sleep. And then I called Eva, which was my manager. I said, Eva, from now you're Harry. She's like, what? Yes, you are Harry. What do you mean? I said, look, everybody want to talk to me. They talk to you and you do whatever you want. I don't need to tell me, but make sure the phone call. So little by little, I surrendered this. I'm the big deal. And I'm the big boss. Everybody do what I say, which I end up exhausted and so tired. And I was even angry, getting fat. All this was happening. But when I surrendered and I allow my team to grow and to become leaders themselves, it was to a point so amazing that one that they sent me home. She was coming to report once a month to tell me what she was doing with my business. So, Amy, what do you think about develop leadership in the organization and also the ego of the entrepreneur that the two faces? Okay, the faces that are a big deal. Everybody has to do what I say. Well, you know what? You are the big deal. How can I help you to do your job easy? Yeah, and like this, you guys can send me a holiday forever.
Yes, yeah, I think a lot of leaders need to go through that first to expand from being the boss to being the leader. Right? There's such a different energy to that. And one of the most important laws of leadership is humility and recognizing when someone can do something better than you can. That should get you so excited because now you can delegate that thing to them and you can double down on what you do best. And that's such a wonderful partnership, and that's a really beautiful way to lead. And so I think that that is always such a valuable tool, is to have humility to help combat that ego.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.